I did a 10-minute channel message just now that piggybacked off of the last one, but like when I finished it, TikTok freaked out and closed. So at first I was like, okay, well maybe it was just for me, but then I realized I don't remember what the fuck I said. It was one of those, you know what I mean? It was one of those. I remember Snips, you know? It was all about Spirit essentially using people as junctures, as pivot points. They introduce somebody into your life to shift your path, shift your focus, get you moving a particular direction. And they want you to be interested. They want you to think it could be romantic. They want you to think that it could be a friendship. They want you to think that it could be permanent or long-term or something, because it's a carrot. And maybe it is the real deal. Who knows? But every time they bring somebody into our life like this, it's a carrot. Do I honestly think that I would have ever agreed to run a marathon? Like, seriously? I don't run. I like lifting. I hate cardio. I walk on the treadmill, but that's 3 miles an hour. I can go 6.5 for like a minute at a time. Maybe 2-3 minutes. I never ever would have agreed to do a marathon. So Spirit puts a cute guy in the mix who may or may not be into it. I'm not sure about him. He hasn't said anything about a girlfriend. That doesn't mean he doesn't have one. But I honestly don't know what to make of him. But now I have this goal for the next 3 months. When spring comes, I'm running this marathon one way or another. And he's going too. And that could spin off into a couple different directions that do benefit me. I'll get into that later. You know, there's steps that I have to take in order for things to line up a particular way. But I kind of see how it's mapped out in a way that could turn into something good business-wise. That doesn't have anything to do with him, but like the scenario, running marathons could, I think, benefit me. And cardio never hurts. Gym couples are so cute. I'm looking at these people right now who are being so sweet while they're trying to get exercise in. I can't. I don't know. Maybe this is a thing. Maybe it's not. Who can say? But I think Spirit's trying to say that's not the point. It's not about whether or not it's a thing. It's about why they wanted it to be a potential. It's about what he's here to shift. Because if he is a carrot, a pivot point, a juncture, then he was here to modify my behavior, my decisions. When the twin flame came around and I noticed that he was very into volunteer work, it inspired in me to get back involved in volunteer work, community building, getting involved in social hubs, local community. And that's not something that I just copied from him. It's something that was inspired in me through seeing it done. And it's something that's still a burning passion of mine today. But would I have even thought to do that if he hadn't been volunteering when I was interested in him? When I realized the depth of my emotion and I saw something that I found so amiable. This guy just woke up one day and did a marathon and told me about it spontaneously. And then agreed to do one with me if I wanted to do one. And now I'm training for a fucking marathon. Maybe this is just how it's supposed to go. Maybe this is his big purpose in my life. Maybe it's more than that. But maybe we're just supposed to accept it for what it is right now. Which is a juncture, a carrot, a pivot point. What do you want to say? I think we hit the nail on the head. But who knows? Everything's kind of up in the air right now. There's no near miss here. We are on target. 4, 3, 2, 1. Earth below us, drifting, falling, floating, waiting, falling, calling. Major Tom, the countdown starts. Message. Every time I want to cut it off early, Spirit's like, no, there's more. I'm like, what? What is it? Because I already said a whole bunch of stuff, and it got deleted. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Because I couldn't remember what I said. Not all of it anyway. Maybe it was for the people around me. Overhearers. People listening peripherally. At some point in the last reading, I really focused in on this card. Oh, there was an energetic exchange bit. It was something about the people around you are absorbing your energy as much as you're absorbing theirs. And no matter how disciplined, no matter how friendly, no matter how professional, no matter how successful they are, they all have bad qualities too. They all have shadows. And you need to be careful about who you surround yourself with. Because there's people like the guy from the other day where we were both ex-addicts and ex-alcoholics who found our ways of coping or doing the right things in our lives. And then there's people who can trip you up. But the people that you're surrounding yourself with right now, they're benefiting from your energy as much as you're benefiting from theirs. And you're mixing this energy during the exchange and creating this hybrid balance. And this card was a mixture of the Firebird, the Empress, and the Emperor, which is Draconic. And we've almost got this imagery of like yin-yang here. And then we've got Dragon and Phoenix energy involved. And I feel like this card is so underrated, you know? Out of all my cards, it's probably gotten one of the least amounts of attention, while it's one of the most intricately meaningfully layered. How often do you see the lovers portrayed as a hybrid, as opposed to two diverse poles? Because that duality is oneness. It's never just one or the other. It's both. Masculine and feminine, light and dark. The Nephilim. And my Nephilim Oracle card was based on this card, all grown up. Progression of energy. So, let's keep focused on our goals. What's really important, positive energy, sun energy. Let's do this. And let's keep on fostering social connections that are truly